Whoa!
Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me here on another movie review. Today we are talking about the 2024 A24 film Heretic. This is Hugh Grant's newest movie. I just saw it the other day. I know I'm kind of late, but I did want to do a quick video of just how the movie was, what I thought about it. This movie is a psychological thriller. I guess you could consider it a horror thriller. It follows two young women. They are part of the Mormon church. They're missionaries. Of course, they're trying to, spread their religion and recruit members into their church. Their journey does take a dark turn when they visit the home of Mr. Reed, who is played by Hugh Grant. He seems like he's a, nice old man, but really he's a manipulative person. So we're going to talk about that and what this movie does. It explores themes that most movies don't, such as religion and how that plays into people's lives. And not just one religion, this movie covers pretty much all of the major religions here. It explores the tension between personal faith and external control. Uh, Delving into how belief systems, specifically religion, can be weaponized or used to control groups of people. So it was very interesting seeing a movie delve into those topics. And it turned into kind of a cat and mouse game of him messing with these girls, trying to, prove his point about religion and how it's a means of control, saying how all these different religions across the world, they're just meant to control people, and that's kind of it. There's nothing more to it. So it was very interesting seeing a movie dive into those themes. Like I said, we don't get to see that a whole lot. And the movie turns into a cat and mouse game, like I said, with those two girls trying to survive. It's very claustrophobic. There's not a lot of space in this movie. It takes place in one house and pretty much the basement under this guy's house. So, uh, not a lot to work with as far as space, but the cinematography was great. For what they had to work with, the cinematography was absolutely, I gotta say, very, very good. So, shout out to the team who's doing the cinematography here. Uh, the movie itself, as far as plot goes, the plot was very weak. It started out strong for me. The first half, I was genuinely intrigued, I was invested, and then the second half is where they kind of lost me here. First of all, the two girls, they made some questionable decisions and kind of contradicted themselves at points here. I'm not going to spoil exactly what happened in the movie, but if you've seen it, you'll probably know what I'm talking about. Or if you do see it, you will understand what I'm talking about. Um, during this movie, I was a bit surprised with, like I said, the themes they were going with, the direction it was going in. But halfway through the movie, I lost that. It was very suspenseful at first. It was, had me on the edge of my seat in a way. And then they lost me with the second half of the movie. Again, I'm not going to get into spoilers too much, but it did seem like they were leaning into a supernatural aspect at first, which I was all for. And then they kind of just did away with that. They gave us a little tease like, hey, this is going to go somewhere, supernatural, have to do with, whether it's ghosts, demons, whatever the case is. That's where they led you to believe the movie was going. And then halfway through, they completely yank that back, and it's just an old man playing mind tricks on these two young girls, which works, but you should not have teased us that this was something more than that. So, with religion being the main topic of this movie, um, it not a lot to work with as far as the environment, because you're in a house with an old man and he's trying to show you how he can control you and break you down essentially. So it was different and interesting, but it sets itself up ultimately for more of the same horror stuff that we know. Still an interesting watch. I definitely recommend it, but I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10 here. Nothing really, really good, nothing terrible. Just another, you know, average horror thriller film. Thank you for joining me today. Have a good one.